Have you ever felt that your performance and your output has been suffering for reasons you can't fathom? If you have, stick with me a little while and I'll outline to you some of the ways that you can overcome the performance void, or the preparation void, in fact. First thing, you're going to experience a certain amount of pain if you are underprepared. Because when you're underprepared, you're going to have to try and paper over the cracks by doing certain things to cover yourself. There's a phrase, liars always embellish. Well, unfortunately, when you are underprepared, you put yourself into a lying state of mind. And so as a result, and as a consequence, you find you're elaborating and making stuff up. In order to cover your tracks, you're making stuff up as you go along. And because you're spending so much time and energy making stuff up as you go along, you're now going to be illustrating to everybody in the world, in general, that you are gulping time. The timing for your project is going to be forced and pushed through a sausage machine in ways that you don't want it to be, because you're wasting energy trying to overcome the fact that you haven't prepared properly. And because of that, people are going to be confused. You're going to be leaving a trail of confusion behind you. So what is a remedy? Are there any simple remedies to try and overcome the lack of output and the lack of performance? Well, the good news is, yes, there is. You plan, you prepare, and you practice. In other words, before you engage in the output, you start to prepare and plan and outline what it is precisely that you wish to achieve. And not only do you outline what it is you wish to achieve, you outline when you wish to have that achievement done. You set a timescale and then you practice. And how do you practice? Practice, for our purposes here today, is to analyze the traps and analyze the pitfalls and overcome those by knowing about them before the event. So if you can work out what the problems are going to be in any particular performance, then you can be wise before the event. You can insert a better sense of clarity into the process. Your outputs can be more efficient and they can be more effective because you've planned ahead and you made sure that the things that are going to cause hiccups and raise barriers and hurdles, you're going to eradicate them because you are going to be wise before the event. And one way to do this is to rehearse your work. Knowing what it is that you wish to achieve, knowing what your output is going to be, and knowing when you want to get your output achieved. Knowing the pitfalls means that you are now engaged in a dry run inside your mind. You have a blueprint inside your own mind. And because of that, when you turn up to the event, or you are in a position of performance, or you wish to do something for somebody, you don't have to lie. Because the clarity that you've achieved from your preparation is now going to put you much more firmly in the driver's seat. And as a result of that, you're going to exude confidence. You're going to radiate confidence. And the confidence that you radiate is going to be amplified by the clarity of your message. And the result of that, of course, is that people are not going to be confused by you. They're not going to have to listen to you dissemble, lie, elaborate and make things up to cover your tracks, because you don't have tracks needing to be covered. You're going to stride purposefully into the environment with a clear plan of action in your mind, the pitfalls and the traps eradicated because you predicted them, and you will have the means to achieve the outcome that you set out to achieve. You get to control the timing. Instead of gulping at time, you are now setting a pace which is going to create clarity of outcome and clarity of results. Remember, planning, preparation and practice prevents pallid, poor performance. And if you can insert that mentality into your projects and your outputs, you're going to achieve a lot more quickly and with less confusion. Planning, preparation and practice prevents pallid, poor performance. It's a rule to live by. So you've established better authority, and you've established better clarity, and you've established the means to achieve better outputs. Next, you have to ask yourself, how do I deal with pressure? What do I do in order to maintain my frame? Because it's easy to plan, prepare and practice for the easy tasks, but there are going to be people out there who are going to be waiting for you to fall over. How do you maintain your frame? Well, that will be the topic of our next presentation. So check out the link as you can see it, and I will leave you with my final thought, which is, whatever it is you dare to do or dare to dream, begin it now.